Hello everyone, this is Waldorf.
And this is Statler.
And now I have Oathmark Battle Report 6.
6.
Orcs and Goblins. Hey look, it's a repeat. Elves.
Yes.
Not quite a repeat.
In my bunker.
In your bunker.
At this point, I didn't realize you had played against elves already.
Correct. Yes.
I thought I was giving you a new experience.
No, not quite. So I changed my list just barely. I, for whatever reason, got rid of an Orc champion, maybe.
Looks like it.
Looks like the exact same list.
Without a champion? Or
Yeah,
you just left it off
maybe
of the slide?
Left it off the sheet so it would look like you lost to a lesser army.
I see.
Meanwhile, I'll let you talk about your nonsense.
2 wizards. Both of them were mounted, which I found out as we were playing. It was not necessarily the best thing. Actually, it's not a bad thing.
It's not bad. You just got to be aware of it.
You've got to be aware of it and know how the pivot rule works.
Pivot during my turn.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
I gave both of them True Flight. I gave one Smoke and Fireball, and I gave the other one Dispel and Pathfinder, and it wasn't supposed to be Pathfinder, but I wrote down the wrong title.
Yeah, later you found that you decided you wanted Glamour.
Well, it was supposed to be Glamour. Like, oh, shoot, I wrote down the wrong spell.
That's what you say.
Yes, it is what I say. Then we have 2 Elf Champions on horses. Okay. 4 units of 10 Elf Archers, 2 units of 3 Elf Cavalry, and each champion is in with a cavalry unit, and 2 units of 2 Wolvers, which are their monstrous, one of the monstrous units in the Elf list.
Right. So last time I faced 45 Elf Archers, but I think your units of 4 10s is a better option than 3 15s.
Well, they're so expensive.
Right.
And with the True Flight spell, and I doubled up on it to be able to keep it in action, I think that makes it okay. And then you don't feel so bad when you lose them because you're going to lose them. Right. So,
I mean, even you get knocked down to a single Elf Archer, you're still hitting me on, 4s this way if you got the True Flight on you?
Yeah.
I mean, still target. I mean, your shoot values.
Right. And I said, I really think with shooting against a lot of opponents, it's all about making them take their leadership checks from casualties as much as possible. Because people, with the exception of maybe elves, most people are going to fail, here and there.
Yeah, you would not have been happy to run use this unit and this army and run against an undead army.
Yeah, well then I'd probably just go and fight them.
And beat them with your elves.
Yeah. They're not terrible in combat, so.
They're not that good either.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So moving on, we're going to play. Here's our terrain. You can see the 2 sets of buildings we played. They're a little bit small buildings. So we played them as the unit, the whole footprint of both buildings.
It's basically an L of building.
Correct.
Yeah.
On both cases.
And
a couple forests.
There's a hill. You can barely see it because it's under the mat next to the lower building on the right-hand side.
Good point. Yep.
2 forests in the field.
I forgot, did we play the field as difficult or cover or not?
We didn't play it as cover, but we played it as difficult.
Okay.
Because I wasn't using my brain.
Or did you place the field, or was that me?
You first pulled a field out, and this is called lazy gaming. And then you decided to, I think, pull a building.
Okay.
And then I just grabbed the field because it was out of the box already.
Okay. And declared it was only rough terrain, not shooting.
Didn't even think to
cover bonus.
To get for the cover bonus.
Right. Okay. All right. And a couple forests that you can see rounding it out.
Yes.
Yeah. Surprisingly, this is both our armies fully placed.
Yes.
I thought this might have been. I paused because of my 9th age game.
Oh yes.
I was like, wait a minute, are we just in the middle of deployment here? Because I don't see a lot over there.
Well, a lot of my guys are hidden behind the trees. They're hard to see. There's a unit of Wolvers back there, plus my mage.
And a unit of archers.
And a unit of
There's
archers.
A lot of stuff back there. That one tree, 2 trees.
Yeah. And we were playing basically kill the most guys, weren't we?
We were.
Yeah.
We were.
And a points game.
A points game. And we started further in than normal simply because we're playing on a much deeper
Right,
than normal.
right. This is a 5 foot deep as opposed to 4 foot.
We compensated to keep it as far apart as whatever 8 inches in on a 4
Right.
foot wide does.
Right.
So basically 32 apart or whatever.
Yep.
And you can see the units lined up as there they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I decided to put my cavalry on the flanks and try. I was thinking I could collapse the flanks and come in, but I don't think that's the best way to use cavalry in this game.
I'm starting to think not either as well.
Especially the elven cavalry.
See, I'm kind of doing the same thing off here on the far left.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually won the initiative.
Yes.
And pushed my cav on the far left up as far as I could.
Yep.
They're out of your charge range, but at least this way, I was thinking, if you come forward, then it's kind of a gamble of who goes first next turn.
Yep.
So we got that going. Yeah, you can see a couple other things have moved. I fired the catapult at something.
I think it's the archers on the right in front of the tape measure. You killed like 4 of them, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
You were doing well with your catapults.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy in the back is my mage, or one of the mages. And the other one's behind the woods.
Yeah, you see him now. Kind of poking his head
Yeah,
out.
well, it's 2 of them. And then cavalry's come up. The wolvers in the woods. I moved the...
Wolvers have the Pathfinder.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
so they don't care about it.
Yeah. The trolls and my unit over on the far right are on that hill, so they can see over. Other than that, you can just see stuff moving around.
Yeah, it looks like pretty much everything's moved at this point. And
although
I think I shot off a troll at this point, didn't I?
Yes, because I had 3 in that unit off on the right. And you shot 1 completely off, which is not nice of you. I do have fleet feet on these 2 trolls over here.
Right.
You'll hear that a lot in any of my battle reports.
Yeah.
On this, I think that's, to me, that's one of the best spells in the game. So, anyway, so we have that, and there's your knights have come up a little bit and pivoted.
Yeah.
Not sure what anyway. Not sure why that's the case. Why did you do that?
Why did I pivot?
I don't think you're within charge of me, are you? Because if you come straight forward, you're going to miss me.
I was just outside of your charge range.
Making sure you stay out of mine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't the smart move in hindsight, but that's what I did.
Okay.
I thought I was going to be able to gang up with you with my wolvers and my cavalry before your trolls got into it.
Okay. So that's just a picture of that side of the board. And that's the first move of this unit this turn, I guess.
It could be.
Just copying last. No. So we go on to turn 2. On to turn 2, you can see we've moved up a bit more. My cav up front is kind of leading the way. Has been shot a couple shot off there.
Looks like archers probably shot him. Yeah.
Yeah, archers are devastating me. We have fought a round of combat. What happened? You came forward. Did you charge me or did I?
Had we fought the round of combat?
Well, yeah, because you're missing 2 and I'm missing 2.
I'm just trying to remember if you shot me first.
With
the catapult.
I don't think I could see you because of the forest.
Okay, maybe
and
not
I've
then.
lost 2 guys. I think we fought around. I think you just rolled really bad.
I remember. Well, no, I couldn't charge you. I remember. I decided just to come up and take the chance.
Oh, okay. Oh, and maybe I haven't charged. Well,
and
I had to have charged you. Yeah.
And then I had my wolvers over protecting the side, hoping that the elves wouldn't fail their morale.
Okay, so I guess we went 2 for 2.
Yeah, but we're missing some stuff. You actually, I moved up, and then I think you got a lucky shot with and you've shot off my wolvers.
And I hit him with the catapult and something.
Yeah, but you killed them.
Right.
And then you charged my knights with your guy.
Actually, you're right. That's what I did. Because I shot him with the catapult, the one that's fired on the bottom left.
Yeah.
And then I followed up and got a good hit on you. And then followed up with the archers and managed to do exactly what I needed to push you off.
Right. And then that enabled...
Before you could go and regenerate.
Exactly. And then you brought up your trolls, and then you charged me with your cavalry.
Yes.
And I think we both killed. I think it was a tie.
Yeah.
I think we both killed.
And it looks like we bounced an inch apart.
Right. I killed 2 of each other.
Right. Which is a pure push, and it looks like neither one of us failed our morale.
Correct.
Which is very fortunate. About par for you, and very fortunate for me.
Yes. And I thought I'll just take the chance, and then I'll kill enough guys because I have a champion in there that.
With the champion die.
And everything that I should still do okay.
And you're still going to have 5 attacks, aren't you?
Yeah, and well, I mean, when you charge me, I thought that's fine. I'll probably still, even though with your charge bonus, I've got a slight advantage just because of the champion guy. That maybe you'll fail your morale, and that would be good, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, because if I fail my morale in that case,
yeah. And I've been casting the bow upgrade on my guys.
I think at this point they all have it.
Yeah, by turn 2 they all had it. Yeah.
Right. So there you have that. And yeah, you can see my wolf riders up front and just keep getting hammered, but
right, you kind of put them out there as a target for me to shoot at
because they're the most defensible thing I have.
Right.
So,
and I brought my wolvers up hoping you would bring up your infantry because I was trying to get my cavalry around the flank.
Right. So we're going to go to turn 3.
Right.
Turn 3. You just moved to my side, I think. What did we? Oh, you. It's a weird picture.
I'm trying to remember what the heck happened.
Is there another picture that shows?
Why did I do that? There was a reason I did that.
You failed an activation.
Oh, I failed my activation.
Failed an activation with your elves.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it was. Yeah.
And you moved the side.
And it's like, oh my gosh. So I just moved that way. Yes.
Correct. And then I failed my activation.
Right.
Or no, you put them. You originally were going to put them over there, and you decided to.
Yeah, because yeah.
That's what it was. And then of course reposition them again. I was taking pictures, and every time I took a picture, you were rethinking your move.
Because I was trying to decide what I was going to do. Yeah.
Okay. So here in the center, you can see the wolf riders are coming forward, and the troll. The other troll has been shot off.
And I've shot off another troll. Yep.
So I'm just pushing.
I remember your wolf riders being. I got a few off, and then they became very resilient all of a sudden.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you were kind of spreading your shots around a little bit during this to hit both those units.
Yeah, but I thought I
thin them both out.
I just couldn't quite get the hits on the wolves that I thought I was going to be able to. With my 4s.
And again, at this point, with the shot up units, I'm just pushing them forward to make make you shoot them.
Right.
Which you can't let.
Right.
It's a single troll. So there you go. You did manage to shoot off, whether it was a fireball or whatever. You managed to get rid of the final 2 wolf riders.
I seem to recall, my fireball was doing well. I don't think I've started using it yet. Oh, I brought the one up, I think, to start fireballing your cavalry.
Right. So the orcs on the hill, this was weird, because the orcs on the hill charged down. This is an orc warrior unit. Charged down the hill into the wolvers. Because I did get this fleet feet off on them.
Right.
And plowed into you and did pretty much nothing. I think we'll see the picture of that in a minute, but
right. Let's see. A lot of things have happened. So you've catapulted my other archers and taken 4 of those off. I've cast a smoke spell.
Right.
I was just trying to impede some of ensure that you had that -1 shooting, although didn't really need to do that because of your guys. Then I was trying to protect the guys in the fields on the side.
Right.
You brought those guys up. Looks like we both got our disruptions off of our cavalry on the flank. And you did the same thing with your troll.
Well, the disruptions, it was just the
activation.
The activations. Yeah. We're getting ready to go into a new turn, it looks like.
Yes. And I got myself a Diet Coke because I was thirsty.
And you're just hiding your mage behind you.
Yes.
And I'm thinking at this point, to tell you the truth, let's back up for a minute. I'm thinking at this point, I think I'm in fantastic shape over on the left. I've got 2 trolls like 4 inches in front of your archers.
Right.
And behind them is the mage.
Yes.
I'm looking at activating. If I get lucky and activate first, they're going to roll up your troll, your guys. I push you 6 inches back, hammer you back against the back wall.
But you didn't pay attention how my mage was dressed, and she's the Wicked Witch of the west and care for some fire. Scarecrow.
Scarecrow, yes. Oh, so here's the picture of this fight with the Wolvers over here. So I came down the hill. I was all happy. I thought good numbers. There's a champion in there as well. And I just completely whiffed. I think I did 1 wound, and you did, looks like 3 to me.
Something like that.
Because I had a full 3rd rank.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just, again, it happens.
Right.
It's why you play with dice, right?
Yes.
And here's where I was.
Did you have a full 3rd rank?
I did in that picture previously.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I shot a guy off, but okay.
No, because I used to have a 4th rank, and you'd shot a complete rank off, which is really annoying. And here's where, positioning characters, I'm used to, again, playing Ninth Age.
Right.
I'm used to characters, when it comes to moving your characters, if they're on their own, it's just to pick them up, move them how far they go, and face them where you want. Well, I got behind this building, and the building's blocking my line of sight, and I'm having trouble. I'm not pivoting on time.
Right.
So now, if it's my turn with that orc, as you can see, he's facing off to the top right, up about, 1, 2 o'clock?
Right.
1 o'clock or so. Anyway, so he's facing over there. So if I want to help something on the left-hand side, I pivot and move, and there's my 2 actions.
Right.
Because I keep forgetting to pivot in your...
Right.
Anyway,
I was having the same problem with my cavalry guy.
It's just something to be...
Yep.
Something you have to learn.
The pivot rule is a little odd in the game, and definitely something you have to get used to.
Yes. The fact that single model pivots during your opponent's turn.
Yeah. As long as you have an activated, you can pivot as many times as you want in your opponent's turn.
Or even your own activations, basically.
Right.
Is what we found out. So turn 4, we're going to go with that. And that's just a start of the turn.
Yes.
Photo. I think you charged me because you won the activation, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
And killed both of me, but I managed to cause a wound. And now your champ is left there by him.
No, I think actually you may have charged.
Did I charge you?
Yes.
Okay.
But I killed a guy maybe with a fireball. I think I may have gotten you down to 2 guys.
Okay.
And then...
well, I only came in with 2.
Oh, I thought you had 3.
Based on
after
where
the last one.
Based on how they're facing, I think you charged me.
Okay. Just looking where the positioning is.
That's
but
okay. Yeah, because see how you were lined up.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
So we had 2 on 2.
Yes.
You won, I think, and pivoted.
I won, but you managed to get the golden BB in, which I was
not happy.
So I was down to my champion.
Good. There you go. So, yeah. So you're down to your champion at this point. And what did I do? How did I do? Oh, I cast a... that unit over there got destroyed.
Yes.
The
I shot them with my archers.
And then charged them with the Wolvers, it looks like.
And then charged them and disrupted them with the shooting. And then I charged them with the Wolvers and finished them.
Yeah, not good for me.
Or you failed your break, I don't remember which, but finished them in any case.
Right. One way or another, they're gone.
Yep.
Catapult's continuing to work on your...
yeah. Now I'm feeling okay, except for the stupid troll I can't get rid of.
Well, and then the trolls on the top left failed their activation and could not charge.
Didn't I disrupt them?
They're currently not disrupted.
Yeah, I seem to recall that I kept disrupting them. Yeah, and you kept rolling it off.
Right, but right now they've got...
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've activated, because I see the green dot on them, I guess.
Yeah.
But they've got 2 wounds on them. They've got fleet feet and they've got courage.
Right, because I was basically shooting them with my archers with 4s, and I was fireballing you.
Yes.
Each turn.
With the mage behind.
With the mage behind them, trying to just get those morale checks.
Right, which was working because it was kind of stalled there, whereas my point of furthest advance. You can see the orcs now coming charging. No, they haven't moved yet. Just show a picture over there.
Catapults are fired, and you've whittled down my archers a little bit more on the right.
Looks like you have 4 and
3. Yeah.
In the field. I think you still got a full unit on the far right.
I have a full rank, but in the woods, yeah, they never took any losses.
I
Yeah,
think you had 5 left in front of them.
because with the cover and everything, you didn't want to shoot at them.
Right. So there we have that. And there's your guys coming back into the field.
And my cavalry comes up on the top of the hill.
Yeah. Looks around. And there's my orcs finally pushing forward, it looks like.
Yes.
I wanted them pushing hard over on the left. That's my unit of archers, and also it's where the captain is, who needs to get that extra die for the trolls.
Right.
To try to help them with their morale.
Right, and the trolls being there was helping me with your archers.
Correct. Yeah, because it was causing me problems. Couldn't shoot you. So turn 5. Turn 5, you can see the troll has moved forward and smacked up your 2 last archers.
Yes.
On that side, and I'm getting ready to try something over here on the unit with the spear block on the far right.
Yes.
Not quite sure what, because I marked it. I believe I pivoted and then just backed up.
Yes.
To open the distance between the guys on the hill, so you could hit me with either one of you might still be able to get me with the wolvers, but at least it won't be both. One followed by the other.
Right. I think the cavalry, you actually got out of range of the cavalry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. And there's a picture of my orc who was on the hill a second ago and decided he wanted no part of the cav charge.
And then I put the smoke down here to help protect my cavalry from your catapults.
Right. Which I probably should have left him up there and let you, much rather tempt you to at least charge him. But anyway.
Yeah, I was happy because you ran him away and you were facing the wrong way.
Correct.
So.
Yes. And
then I shot down your unit with my archers.
Yep. And Char followed up with the wolvers.
Right.
And the wolvers killed, looks like 3 or 4.
Yep.
And that probably didn't do a whole lot to you. And they beat me. You must have suppressed me somewhere in there. Disrupted me.
I'm trying to remember I thought I shot you off.
Why are the cabs? Did you disrupt me with the wolvers and then?
I think they disrupted you, and then I thought I shot you off.
Okay.
After the wolvers went.
You mean? I don't know. Looks like I've got 9 models there when the wolf.
I'm trying to remember the archers. We can't see them. I don't know if we fought them yet. The ones that are in front of this big block.
Yeah, I think they're dead.
They might be dead at this point. I believe they shot first.
Oh, okay.
One of the 2 shot, and one of them disrupted you.
So you think you hit me with both archers and the wolves?
Yeah. So I think I shot you with one of the big archers. Okay. Then I charged you with the wolvers, and then I think I don't
know. It's been a while when we played.
Yeah, it's been a while, and then.
Yeah, one way or another.
I think the tiny archers shot you. They whittled you down. Then the wolvers charged you, and they disrupted you. Then the big archers shot you and threw you off. And then your infantry charged my little archers and killed them.
Okay. So.
And then my archers and my mage managed to get rid of your trolls.
Last troll.
And if I remember correctly, my cavalry failed his orders again.
Only moved up 1 move.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has activated.
Right.
We're going to go to turn 6.
Because he just kept failing activations on a 3-up, which was ridiculous.
I still think I'm in good shape right here. I don't think there's a big problem yet. I've still got 2 big units of orcs. Still got my catapults. Still got my mages.
Yes.
But I've only killed 2 of your archer units, and and that's it, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm not sure. I was worried that you were just going to sit there and shoot me down.
Right.
I was hoping that I could just keep you disrupted again, as I did before.
Yeah, with the double shot between those 2.
And I could wipe out these guys like this.
So, yeah, I don't know. They came up and hit me.
I think I won the initiative or something. I don't remember, but yes.
Again, but I've been hit twice to get wiped out.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Oh, same thing. The archer shot you.
Me and disrupted
because
me.
It was my thing. I shoot and then I charge.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you're correct.
And then you fail both checks.
And now we're going to move into turn 7. Turn
Right.
6, you also got you can see your captain has come up.
Yeah, the smoke finally went away. I think we had to do some rolls because we forgot to roll for it.
Correct.
And you did decide to shoot at my archers, and you killed a few.
Yeah, killed 2 more. Yeah.
And I think I shot and backed up.
Yeah. So now I'm not so happy at all.
Yes.
Because you've shot off my troll that was on the top left.
Yeah,
top right. You killed my unit on the top right.
And I finally used the Pathfinder spell because I had nothing else to do with it. Because these archers are totally out of the game at the moment.
Right.
And I'm seeing if I can get them in the range. The glorious charge with the champion against the catapult, just going to swipe this guy.
Yeah, and you can see I do have the catapults right based
Yes.
much this time. Except the base is too long, I think.
Yes.
I'm not going to rebase
I
it.
got a lot of blurry photos in this.
It's your basement.
That's what it is? Okay.
It's your
Sure.
bunker.
Okay.
Your bunker, the lighting's not great, and it causes the camera to have a rough time focusing.
I see. Is that what it is?
It's the autofocus.
Uh-huh.
It's not working great. Serious. It's what it is. So anyway, so you came in. You did a wound to me. That's what that wound marker is.
Yes. With my champion and his champion die.
Correct. I rolled a 10.
Yes.
No, you couldn't have done a wound to me then, because you would have done a minimum of 2.
Oh, we may have done it wrong.
We may have done it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Didn't matter.
But it didn't matter, because I rolled a 10.
Yes.
And
which is what you needed to cause a wound and kill my champion.
Bonk.
See, I noticed it's perfect focus now.
Really?
No, yeah. So, yes.
It's a good point.
So that cavalry unit was like the worst cavalry unit ever. It just could barely beat goblins.
Yes.
Couldn't move half the time. And
so they did kill 200 points or 100 points worth of goblins.
Yes.
And I think you cost a bit more than that.
Just a few more points, yes.
So I think you caught your 50 each or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we go with this. I'm still trying to get forward with these orc archers.
Right.
They're moving and shooting, or shooting and moving, one of the two.
Yeah.
I'm behind the buildings from your stuff that scares me.
And I'm shooting and falling back. And I realize I mispositioned my guys because of the buildings.
Correct. And now we go to the final turn.
Yep.
And the final turn, you drop some smoke to make it more difficult for me to shoot stuff.
I was trying to hide my cavalry from your catapults.
I can't remember if I failed activation or what with my orcs that they couldn't charge on the last turn. But
I think you were out of range because I had backed up successfully.
Or you had disrupted me and I shot off and for the final turn.
Because I did disrupt those archers once or twice.
You did, and it was annoying.
Yeah.
The combination with hitting me with like you said you were doing. I mean, you have 3 shots with the archers that are 4s. These are my archers, so I don't even have shielding with this unit.
Right.
But you have 3 shots at 4s. I'm only a 9, so you're doing a wound or 2 to me, and I'm failing my morale.
Yep.
And being just and then luckily not getting double disrupted.
Yeah. Well, 5 shots at 4, and then 3 shots from the fireball.
Right. Yeah. Between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's just just pecking away at me. It's really annoying. Catapults at this point are firing, but they've really not being very effective.
You did finally get rid of those archers.
I thought I got rid of the archers on the top left.
You did. You finally shot them off.
Not sure what. It must have been this catapult down here. Somebody shot them off. Might have been my archers. Anyway, one way or another, we finally shot off those last remaining archers. Up there. And my guy's just kind of hiding out here behind the buildings as your wolvers walk around threateningly.
I was just getting behind the building so you couldn't shoot me or cast magic at me and moving guys around. Yeah.
Yeah, and just bouncing around towards the end.
Yes.
That's pretty much where it ended.
Yep.
This turned out to be a fairly decent victory for you. You pretty much have wiped most of my guys out.
Except for those damn catapults.
Except for the catapults. Both catapults, both mages, and I got a unit. So I mean, I'm not crushed.
No, I mean you killed 3 units of archers and a unit of cavalry, and a champion.
But you did, and a unit of wolvers.
Yes, and a unit of wolvers. Don't forget the wolvers.
But anyway, so that was it. It was another fun game, but you won that one fairly decently, if I recall. Anyway. Yeah, I'm liking this game.
I like the game.
So you played the Elves. So I've really lost twice to Elves.
Oh, yes.
People want to talk about them being point inefficient.
They are point challenged, I will say that. So you really got to think about how you build them and how you play them.
Right. Yeah, I like the smaller units of archers you have.
Well, I don't think you can afford the big units with elves. They're so expensive, and you end up having not enough activations.
Yes.
And you're just targets for shooting. So I think with the elves, you have to play them as a small elite army.
Yeah, makes sense.
To do well with. It just seems to be that way. Turns out the champion, I'm not sure if that's a good move or not.
I don't think the champ and the cav.
I mean,
well, I think if you drop a cav model and put the champion, you might be fine.
Yeah. Well, the challenge with the champion, and I didn't notice it, is the elf cavalry on the charge. Well, I guess you could make it 2 points. They're so strong on the charge because of their plus on the charge.
Right.
The champion doesn't get that. So the champion's just always a 5. Whereas the cavalry is a 4, plus the +2 ends up being a 6 on the charge.
But as long as he's with the unit, he's just adding dice.
Yeah.
Not his abilities.
So, correct. But you may come to the point where you want to use a champion
but if the champion's on his own,
right?
Then it's a problem. Then it's a little not quite as good.
Well, because of the number of attacks he has, also because you can make the decision to just fight with just a champion.
Correct. Now there is the rule.
So
what is the rule about?
So I'm undecided on the how to build that at the moment.
How to build the unit.
Yeah.
And you can feel free to turn this off if you want to at this point. I'm just looking at a rule real quick. So the character is listed specifically. They can have any weapon you want. Character figures rarely attached to units, archers, with singers. So
yes, and I think I prefer the level 3 mages in this game. My challenge with the level 1 and level 2s is I think even the lower casting spells. Level 2, you don't want anything with a casting value of higher than a 5. And there aren't that many of those spells in the game. So I think 3 is really the or 2 with that ring. That'll work too, But I think that's kind of the sweet spot for a lot of people for their mages. The big guys are so expensive to get, and you can only cast 1 spell a turn anyway.
Correct.
So that seems to be the sweet spot for me for mages for this game.
So here's a question for you. Mm-hmm. I'm bringing this up now because why not do it on the
so people can hear us argue.
Exactly. So it says, and this is just one of these issues. So a character as a part of a unit gains any special abilities the other figures in the unit has.
Yes.
So when he joins that unit, he gets the charge 3. To me, that's clear because that's a special ability.
Yeah.
He gets it. He gains that.
Yeah.
The question is, if the unit gets shot out from under him, he's now alone. Does he lose the ability or does he keep it?
My assumption was he lost it.
I would say he kept it. I'm on the opposite side of you on that one.
Okay.
Because he gains the ability.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to say he loses it.
Okay.
So the other characters don't gain his abilities, but he gains their abilities.
Right.
And there's nothing to say he loses it.
Okay.
And technically, he can never leave the unit anyway. So
correct.
It's kind of like becomes.
There's no leaving and joining units in this. Yeah.
So I think he basically becomes one of those guys with slightly different stats.
So you think he gets the?
So he definitely gets I think he definitely gets the charge.
It's the charge bonus. Okay.
The only question I would have is, does he lose?
Does he keep it when he's by himself?
And based on what I'm looking at, I don't think he would.
Oh, so I got a catapult too then.
So you still wouldn't have killed the catapult. You only did 1 wound to it.
That's because I didn't have my +2 on the charge. +3 on the charge. Yes, I can.
You could if you rolled 10.
3 attacks plus the champion die.
I don't know what you're talking about. You obviously only hit once.
Yes, with the 5. Because I remember looking it up, saying, "Oh shoot, he doesn't have a lance." He did because I thought I got all the wounds.
So based on the fact that you only hit once, you couldn't kill it.
Yeah, doesn't quite work that way, but okay.
What do you mean?
I only hit once out of 5.
Once out of 3. The charge 2 is +2 to your hit, your power, not your attacks.
I understand that. So instead of rolling for whatever that I was rolling for, I would have been rolling for
you're making stuff up.
a 7. Because at first I thought I killed you.
I understand.
And then I looked at, he doesn't have a lance. Darn it.
Good point.
Yeah.
So maybe you did kill him.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Maybe you could have killed me.
He still died. Didn't matter. he deserved his eye because he was a terrible cavalry commander.
Apparently, he wasn't wearing his armor.
He wasn't wearing his armor. He wasn't fighting very well either. He had a broken lance or something.
He was not. That doesn't do well.
Plus, some rock hit him in the head because he kept failing his command rolls.
Yeah. So these are the discussions. But
yes.
this does illustrate one thing. These are discussions we have after the games.
Yes.
When we talk about certain rules, like when we started discussing the. Actually, my last opponent's the one that really brought up the shoot at the closest target thing.
Right.
With catapults as well. And you brought up, we started coming clearer on the catapult arcs not being as good as they were. And the fact that they had to move.
I didn't pay attention because I haven't played with them. I didn't pay attention to that they were on. I thought they were on a square base. I didn't realize they were on a rectangular base.
Right. But again, the way it's written, until we saw the clarification that was posted on the Facebook group, it was written 100 by 50. So I thought they were 100 wide, 50 deep.
And I thought it was the other way around, just because all the monsters were written the same way.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think it, and and then again, like I said, the clarification page that's out there did show that.
Right.
But I mean, these are the things we sit around and talk about after the games and look at this.
Well, even because we were
originally doing spells. I think we were doing spells wrong, where you did not have to target the closest unit with spells.
Well, there's a number of things, but so these are actually relatively simple rules.
Correct.
I mean, each mechanic itself is quite straightforward.
Yes.
But even with that, you're learning rules. There's things you don't get. I mean, they're infinitely simpler than Ninth Age, for example.
Right.
But more complicated than Kings of War. So, arguably. But still, there's little things that, does this mean this? It doesn't mean that. And you can interpret things in different ways.
Correct. Yeah.
That's part of the fun of gaming, though, as long as you have people that don't get too upset. I've been meaning to talk to you about that, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
My
mistake.
No, I mean about you not letting me get upset enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, try not to. All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Till next time.